YouTube, it's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Today I'm making a video I hadn't planned on making, but I was lucky enough to come across these beautiful flowers. And I thought that I would share some tips with you all while I had them. So stick around and find out what I got for you. So, quick story. Many years ago, I worked in a flower shop as the manager. We sold flowers and indoor plants, outdoor plants. We did installations, and I worked there along with the owner and one delivery driver for, 5 years. I learned a lot. And today I'm gonna share a couple of tips with you if you should just so happen to come across a great deal on bouquets like I did. So my first tip for you is if you're walking through your grocery store, I was walking through my Aldi, I always check their flower selection just to see what they got and see if anything's on sale because they're good for that. And sure enough, they were on sale. They had these sun-kissed bouquets, mixed flowers for 99 cents each. Aren't these gorgeous? I couldn't believe it. I actually grabbed quite a few of them and I bought some for myself, and I also bought one for my neighbor to the left and one for my neighbor to the right. At that price, I could afford to do it. At any rate, that's my first tip for you. Check the flowers. They may be on sale. And look at the quality of these. These are beautiful. They're not even all the way open yet. So absolutely check your flower sales. Next, when you bring them home, get them in water right away. And you just want to stick them in a jar or something with some water. Blunt in down into the water, obviously, until you have time to process them. Now, when you start to process them, first thing you want to do is get this wrapper off. Grab yourself a pair of scissors. Give it a cut at the back, and then just run your scissors all the way up. Don't try to slide it off the bouquet or anything. You'll wind up messing up some of the flowers, and it's not worth it. What are you doing anyway? It's not like you can save this and use it again. What are you going to use it for? Just go ahead and cut it all the way up the center and remove it. All right, so then you have your bouquet. Yay! There's always some rubber band on the bottom. I'm gonna remove that. You could cut that off too. I just happen to always save the rubber bands from everything I get because I make my own kombucha and I frequently need rubber bands to hold my my cloth on my jars, especially big ones like this. All right, so you can either cut your rubber band off or not, okay? So then you have your flowers. Go ahead and fan them out. Let whatever fall off, okay? And then what you want to do is you're going to get your vessel, whatever it is. You have a vase. I'm using a half-gallon mason jar. I don't have any vases since I moved. And begin processing them. So how I process mine, and I'll pull one out here for you. Well, here, we'll just do it together. That's the whole point of this, right? So I start by cleaning off the ends of the flowers. You don't want any leaves or in the water, none. It's just gonna muck it up and it's gonna make you have to change it more frequently. And then what you wanna do is clip the end at a steep angle, right? To provide more surface for the stem to absorb water into it. Just like that. So again, I'm cleaning off the stem from the bottom leaves. Putting a nice sharp angle on the end. Putting it in the water. And continue doing that. When you're doing that, also inspect your things, right? So this flower is all the way down here. I'm just gonna take that off. It's not gonna be noticed in the bouquet this thick, you know? So pull that off. You don't need it there, taking up valuable life. These only have so long that they're gonna live off the plant. And that is almost what you would call a sucker on your plants. Any broken leaves, like that one was broken, take that off. Get rid of it. You don't need it. All right, so we're just stripping down the bottom, making our cut with sharp scissors. I'm just gonna take that one too since it's hanging so low. Sharp scissors, don't use a dull knife. Again, I got a broken leaf here, just taking that off. You want a clean cut at an angle. And continue doing that. Until you're done. Again, I got a flower way down on the bottom here. I don't want that. And I don't need this down here. Here's another flower pretty low on the stem. Taking that off. This one's broken, taking that off. Sharp cut. Boom. That's simple. So keep doing that for all your bouquets, and then I'll come back and give you a couple more final tips. All right, so now I've got everything cleaned up. My next step here is to go through and find all the little shorties I didn't get and thin this out a little bit, because once these starting to open, they're gonna need a little space, a little room. So I'm just looking for things that I can't see from the top. If I can't see them from the top, I'm taking them out. That's how I'm thinning it out. Here. Yeah, I'll take that one too. All right. Oh, this is gonna be gorgeous. Okay, I think I like that. That looks good. Yeah, that is very nice. Okay, I'm gonna slide this aside. So I still have all these little bits. Guess what? I'm gonna turn this into a little bouquet as well. All right, I have this wee little milk jug kind of jar that I got at Dollar Tree back when it was actually $1. At any rate, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just cleaning off the stems, pop it in the water. Cleaning off the stems, put it in the water. And you've now got yourself a bonus bouquet for your desk, or I have a tray on the back of my toilet that I sometimes put flowers on. Right now it's got a beautiful allocation on there that it's thriving in there too. So I don't have to put it there. I'll put it in my office. Put this bouquet in my office on my desk. It's kind of a shabby chic kind of look. And I always take out these really, really small ones. Nothing is going to come of this. It's just going to be stealing energy. Get rid of it. And there you have it. A second tiny desk bouquet. Of course, you want to change the water on these as frequently as you can. Daily if you wanted to, but that's not totally necessary. Every other day or so is just fine as well. But if you really want to make these last, what you could do is put these bouquets in the refrigerator overnight. Yep, I do it all the time. I leave them out there in the daytime if I'm home. If I'm not home, they stay in the refrigerator. And then pull them out when you're home so you can look at them. Obviously, that's the whole point of having them. But when they're not being looked at, nighttime, you're at work, put them in the refrigerator. You'll get an extra week out of them. All right, guys, I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.